Happy to be here this evening with my good friends RJ and John K. We get through this thing in about 30 minutes, guys. So we can get through it pretty quickly and get you back to eating dinner, whatever you're doing. So my name is John Pretto, not RJ Suter. It says RJ Suter there. RJ's over there. And so, I was born and raised in Las Vegas. I'm a technology guy. I've done all kinds of stuff on the internet. And found was approached by this guy here, Michael Matthias, back in March, and he said that he had found a cryptocurrency opportunity that made a lot of sense to me, and so we vetted this thing out, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But what we're really talking about here today is cryptocurrency. And that's a scary word. People, when I say that, people have no idea. That's when I used to say the word streaming 100 years ago. People had no idea what streaming was. So cryptocurrency is basically the next evolution of money. Think of it called money 2.0, right? And so as society has evolved, so has our currency, right? So we used to use cattle and shells and leather and all kinds of stuff. And in the age of the internet and mobile devices, don't you think we should be using some sort of digital currency that's easy and to move from place to place and global? And that's really what the birth of cryptocurrency was a new form of remuneration on internet, from computer to computer, phone to computer, without any intermediaries in the way, right? And so that's not me saying this. This smarter and wealthier guys than me, Bill Gates, in the future, financial transactions will be digital, universal, and almost free. Here's Sir Richard Branson. It feels strange to think of a world without cash. No more coins or notes to find down the back of the sofa, but it appears that's the way things are heading. And then finally, Ben Bernanke, who's the former Federal Reserve Chairman, virtual currencies may hold promise, particularly if innovations promote a faster, more secure, and more efficient payment system. Remember those three attributes, because that's exactly the design features of cryptocurrency. Global, where's my handy pointer here, John? Global and recognition. You can use cryptocurrency anywhere. So the nice thing about cryptocurrency is it's sending money is as easy as sending an email or a text message today. And so that makes it really, really nice, really fast, and really convenient. Low friction exchange. What does that mean? Well, there's no Visa card or MasterCard or bank in the way of me trying to move my money from one place to the next. And so that's huge, huge in that regard. Fixed money supply. What does that mean? Well, so like diamonds or gold or platinum or any other commodity, cryptocurrency is finite in its supply. So there's a fixed number of Onecoins or Bitcoins allowed via the algorithm. So everything's controlled via mathematics. So who do you trust? Do you trust an algorithm that can be vetted out, or do you trust people? And so I put my money here on mathematics. So cryptocurrencies are all controlled by algorithms. So the 800-pound gorilla, and the company, not company, in fact, Bitcoin is not a company. People don't understand when they start studying about cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is not a company. It's not owned by anybody. It's a protocol. It's a protocol for transmission of stored value. Boy, if I can remember to say that again. That's what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a mathematical equation that people trade that provides value electronically, right? And so it was born in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, published a paper. He then released it as open source, and then it started to trade. And so here around January of 2009, they started trading Bitcoins. You had technology guys like me that were uncovering the Bitcoin, and then they started to trade, and then not until 2 years later did they get a bump up to about 35. But really 2013 is when Bitcoin, you see here, it went from 14 to 1,000, and then in November of 2013 it went all the way up to $1,200. And so if you bought it here the first 2 years at below $1 and you sold it up here, you're probably not watching this webcast. So you're somewhere on a beach. So this is where we're at in the evolution of Onecoin today. And this is the reason why we show this slide. And so people ask me about this term mining of coin. So because it's a mathematical equation, cryptocurrency is a mathematical equation that has a finite amount of solutions. Okay, so there's a giant mathematical equation that has 21 million, in Bitcoin's case, solutions to that equation. So I simplified an example here where I say, okay, let's call my cryptocurrency equation two whole numbers that add to 5. And how many solutions to that equation do I have? I have 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. I found that solution. I'm rewarded with the coin. 4 plus 1 equals 5. I found that solution. I'm rewarded with the coin. And 5 plus 0, I found that solution. I'm rewarded with the coin. That's a very simplistic model of what cryptocurrency is. And I own that solution. I can own 2 plus 3. John can own 4 plus 1. And RJ can own 5 plus 0. If I wanted to send 2 plus 3 to John for say a turntable, I could, all I need to know is his wallet email address. It's not an email address, it's a wallet address. And then I could easily send him 2 plus 3 in exchange for goods and services. So that's the real high level version of how cryptocurrency works. After I show people that, they're like, hey, Pretto, how can you just create a mathematical equation? How does that have any value? I'm like, oh, well, that's a very good question. So cryptocurrency is a commodity that's market driven, like gold or platinum or diamond or any other commodity. And how is their value derived? Their value is derived by the market. So anytime you have a commodity, it's usually market driven, which means what is somebody willing to pay for something? I have 3 examples here. So Action Comics #1, which first introduced Superman, sold for $3.2 million in an auction. Where did that value come from? That $3.2 million. Somebody was willing to spend $3.2 million on that because it was rare and it's finite, right? Just like cryptocurrency. The record-breaking 9.5 million stamp, same thing, sold at auction. That's finite in that regard. Probably a more close resemblance of where the value comes from is this site called Second Life on the internet, where they have this virtual world and you create your avatar. You see these guys walking around here, and you select the color of your hair and the shape of your head and the clothes you wear, all that kind of stuff. But what they did is they developed these things called Linden dollars, and those are virtual currency. And in 2009, they sold $567 million of virtual currency, Linden dollars, that you utilize to spend in this virtual world. The value was derived by what people were willing to pay for it. Same thing with cryptocurrency. Probably my most important slide of my presentation is this one right here. And so I'm in the technology world, and the smartest guys, trust me when I tell you, the smartest guys in the world either own or work for venture capital firms up in Silicon Valley. These are the guys that invest in Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram. They're the ones that fund all those companies. And if you ever want to know the future, you watch where these guys are putting their money, right? So in 2012, they put $2 million in the cryptocurrency investments. In 2013, $99 million. In 2014, they put $349 million. And this year, estimated to be over $1 billion in investing in the cryptocurrency industry. This is a huge leading indicator that these guys have belief in the cryptocurrency industry. Here's an example of one of their investments here. Here in the southern United States, we have lots of Hispanics that work and they send money back to Western Union. Western Union charges them 10 to 40% fees to send cash back to those people, right? And so they thought this company over here called BitPesa is doing the same thing for a tenth of the cost that Western Union charges because they're using cryptocurrency. The only reason why they have a fee at all is because they're converting from cash to cash and back. So they have very, very low. This is what's called disruption in the industry. Anytime you create a company that's significantly disruptive, they call it disruption. And this is an example. So this is an example of one of the firms that the VCs have funded and huge changes coming ahead because of cryptocurrency. Here's another example of the proof and value that cryptocurrency, this is Gartner, which is one of the largest data information technology research companies. These guys are absolutely huge, and they charge big money to have access to their data. All they have is a ton of researchers that write reports. And here's one of their reports. And this is all these companies up here are what they're saying are very, very valuable industries as they research. Then they show cryptocurrency towards the top of that curve. So here's more proof that cryptocurrency is here to stay. So Onecoin comes along. The owner of Onecoin, she watched the success of Bitcoin, from 10 cents up to $1,200. And she said, I can create a better Bitcoin, a 2.0 Bitcoin, call it, because there are some inherent weaknesses in Bitcoin. And so she created Onecoin with some interesting attributes, more advanced and secure, smaller denominations because we've got more coins, so it's going to be more affordable for the everyday user. It's in early stage. You people that are on the webinar tonight watching this are at the right place at the right time because we're less than a year old, the company, and we just opened this week. So we have a huge advantage on the rest of the country because there's less than 5,000 people in the United States that are in this business right now. We have our own exchange. So all of us that hold Onecoin, sorry, I got a little close to my mic there, have the ability to buy and sell Onecoins within our exchange, and it's controlled, which is huge. So we're not going to have these huge upswings and downswings like you see in Bitcoin. Dedicated management, which I'm going to talk about that next, and a centralized mining pool. What that means is the company does the mining for us. For Bitcoin, you have to have a room full of computers. I'm going to show that slide next time, John, so people have an idea. So my friend has the largest mining operation here in Southern Nevada. He spent $8 million on 1,000 computers that do nothing but mine, uncover Bitcoin, and he's barely breaking even right now. He's paying $60,000 a month on power to run those 1,000 machines. The company does that for us. We as members get to access the company's computers, and we submit mining tokens in order to get our coins. So that's huge, huge advantage for us over Bitcoin. So here's Dr. Ruja. Dr. Ruja has a PhD from the University of Oxford. She also has a master's degree in economics from the University of Constance. I'm told that's in Germany. She was also an associate partner of McKinsey. McKinsey is one of the largest consulting firms in the world. If you Google her name in McKinsey, you'll find some papers that she wrote while she was there. And then she was the CEO of one of the largest asset management funds in Bulgaria. I can't remember the number, but it was up there. She was a consultant for a particular bank. They liked her so much, they hired her. While she was there, they sold the bank. They valued her contribution so much that they gave her equity in the sale, and she made 20 million euros in that transaction. And she retired. She was age 33, I think, when that happened, and she took 6 months off and got bored like many of you and I would, right? And she started Onecoin with her own money. So there's no debt in the company, and 3 months in, we're profitable already and breaking every record out there today. So I said earlier a little bit about Michael Mathias. Michael's my partner in this business, and I've worked with him for years. And he actually flew to Bulgaria to meet with Dr. Ruja, hired a film crew from Germany, 6 people, flew them to Bulgaria. They spent 2 days at Onecoin interviewing Dr. Ruja. And Michael's a very critical thinker. He's a Princeton grad. He's very strategic and critical in his thinking. And he came away very happy with what he found out. He's pictured here with Per Carlson, who's one of the leaders in the business. And so Michael got an opportunity to meet several leaders while he was there in Bulgaria. And that's called vetting, my friends, not Googling something and reading some guy's blog on the web. Michael did all the vetting for us, and I have a comfort level after his visit with Dr. Ruja. So we have these things called the mining tokens. I talked a little bit about this earlier. And so as of June 11th, for every 12 tokens that you receive when you buy a package, that equals one Onecoin. This is going up. This is probably going up next week. So the earlier you get into the Onecoin business, the better, because you're going to get more coins for value than later. So opportune time to jump on board. Now, this is a slide that the company produced back in January, and this is a optimistic and a base scenario. So she modeled this out, and of course we have a disclaimer here. We don't have any idea what's going to happen in the future. Nobody does. But based upon fundamentals and empirical data, we're tracking this line right now. So she is estimating that at the end of the year, that the Onecoins will be worth anywhere from 250 euros up to 5 euros, which is significant because right now you can purchase Onecoins for less than $1, right? And so how do I get started with Onecoin? Well, we've got 5 packages. And so these are all in euros. So we have the starter pack at 130 euro, trader 530, pro trader 1030, executive 3030, and Tycoon at 5,030. Now, each package that you purchase gets so many mining tokens that convert into Onecoins, right? So the starter package, you get 1,000, and then the Tycoon trader, you get 60,000. You get an extra 10,000 coins for this package over here. But more importantly is each package token splits at least once. So the 4 smaller packages split once, but the Tycoon splits twice. That means you get 4x the amount of mining tokens with this bigger package, which means that you're going to get more coins. So this is a huge, huge value proposition, this Tycoon package. So for me, it was kind of the planets have aligned, right? So cryptocurrency is the future of money, money 2.0. It's finite in nature. You saw from Gartner that cryptocurrency is one of the hottest technologies out in the industry. And so in order to be successful in a new cryptocurrency, you need a lot of people using and buying and selling your currency, right? So no better way than to use network marketing as your marketing structure to bring a lot of people to the table, which is proving to be true because right now we average about 2,500 new people a day coming in. When I got in March, it was just around 100,000 people, and today we have over 440,000, predicted to be over 1 million by the end of the year. So timing was critical in this regard, and it still is today. We're less than a year old, and we're just open in Monday of this week. So huge, huge timing on our side in this. Those people that are on right now watching, you're at the right place at the right time. And so with that, I'm going to hand the baton over to Mr. Suter.
Thank you, John. That was great, interesting information on the Onecoin concept. And I've been asked to share with you, everybody, with the compensation plan for marketing and promoting the Onecoin concept. There are actually 9 ways to be paid. We're just going to cover 4 of those, and they have greater detail by logging into your Onecoin back office, or you can catch it on one of our Onecoin videos. The ways to get paid that I'm going to cover tonight are going to be through direct sponsorship, our network bonus, our matching bonus, and our quick start bonus. The company offers the compensation plan is fair. It's very powerful, and it's a binary compensation plan that rolls into a unilevel that will pay you residually on a regular basis without you having the need to be able to have to pay a monthly obligation fee like you have in other marketing concepts or marketing businesses. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the direct bonus. And the direct bonus or the sponsorship bonus is very simple. I introduce John Pretto to the business. He purchases one of the Onecoin packages that he pointed out, from 100 euros to 5,000 euros plus a one-time 30 euro activation fee, and I get a percentage for that. So that percentage, if for example John purchased a starter package at 130 euros, I would make 10% of the 100 euros, or 10 euros if John purchased, I introduced John to the business, and he enrolled and purchased a Tycoon package at 5,030 euros, I would earn 500 euros. Now, if John starts out smaller, and let's say he started out at a starter and then upgraded to one of the other 5 packages that he showed you, I would again earn a referral commission, because I would be John's sponsor in this example. And anytime John purchases a package that was directly enrolled by me, I get 10% of that package. The second way to get paid in our exciting compensation plan, again, it is simple, fair, and powerful in the binary format, is our network bonus. The network bonus is based on a binary. You have a left and you have a right. And out of that, you're going to get paid 10% of the weaker leg. In this example, if, for example, you had 500 euros on your left and that was your weaker leg, you would earn 50 euros on a weekly basis. Now, all bonuses on our marketing plan are paid on a weekly basis, so the volume is calculated on your left leg and your right leg. One of them will be a weaker leg, one of them will be a stronger leg, and you get paid 10% of that lesser leg. And this can be a very, very attractive bonus. I have seen these bonuses paid in the hundreds, in thousands, and tens of thousands of euros in a weekly pay period. The third bonus that I want to talk to you tonight is the matching bonus. The matching bonus is very exciting because this is your residual way of getting paid. But the neat thing about it, because it pays you a percentage of your team, of those personally connected to you, 4 levels deep, 4 levels away from you. So if I enrolled John Pretto, and John Pretto enrolled John K, and John K enrolled my partner over here, Adam, and Adam enrolled Barry, I would be paid an override on each one of their network bonuses. That's their leg bonus. How much volume bonus did they make? And I can earn from 10% to 25% on their leg bonuses simply by introducing a couple individuals in the business, and by them going out and replicating my efforts. Now, this can end up being 75–80% of your business long after you are done sponsoring new people in the business, and as your organization grows. This is our model of a residual-based business, and I have seen people, again, paid in the hundreds, in the thousands, and tens of thousands in this matching bonus. And this can be a very, very powerful bonus depending on which package that you purchase, and how you personally enroll one member on your left and one member on your right at trader position or above. And finally, we have the quick start bonus. The quick start bonus rewards you from the first day that you generate a free membership and get started in the business. And from the free membership, you upgrade to a package. You have 30 days from the time you created that free membership to create 5,500 of business volume in your organization. It doesn't have to come from just you personally enrolling. It could be from others rolling that you would introduce in the business who duplicated those efforts. And you will double the amount of your direct bonus, which you get 10% for personally sponsoring. Just like I said before, if I personally sponsor John Pretto in the business, he purchased the package, I get 10%. With the matching bonus, all of those personals that I had referred in the business, as long as I have 5,500 in my first 30 days in the business, I get an additional 10% on that personal referral bonus. So it's like getting 20% or doubling your referral bonus in the first 30 days of your business. I do this business part-time. On a part-time basis, I work full-time for a Fortune 500 company. In addition, I am a chairman of the board of an internet-based company in Las Vegas. And even despite all of that and doing this part-time, I've been able to make a life-changing income on a weekly basis for myself. This is very doable for people just like you. If I can do this with my heavy schedule, just think of the potential that you have to be able to exercise this compensation plan and refer others. You can also achieve the ranks of Onecoin titles from Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Blue Diamond, Black Diamond, Crown Diamond, and I will tell you that right now, early in the game, we have Sapphires, Rubies, and potential Emeralds already in this organization, and some folks have already achieved Diamond in this organization. It goes very quickly. There are valuable gifts and prestige by achieving these levels. You can get more details of those levels of starting out with Sapphire and working up all the way to Crown Diamond by logging into the back office once you've created a free membership at onecoin.eu. Incidentally, it is physically possible by purchasing a Tycoon package and enrolling one person on your left organization and enrolling one person as a member on the right of your organization. And as the organization grows, you could reach all the way to Crown Diamond just from that effort right there of just 2 personal enrollments and achieving purchasing a Tycoon package in this company. Back to you,
John K. Muted. Unmute. You're still muted. There you go. There you go.
Too many button pushes. There we go. Okay. Too many button pushes. RJ, thank you so much. Mr. Pretto, thank you for your presentation. Excellent information. If there are any questions you'd like to type in the chat room, we'd be happy to field them.
Yep.
We do a training seminar, same time on Tuesday. So please join us, learn more detail, the intricacies of how this works. This was a very, very high-level view of the bonus plan. We kind of break that down in more granular components on Tuesday evening. It's an open format. Bring your questions. It's important to understand people that are new to the business, people that are thinking of getting into the business. Come and ask questions. We will field them. We'll answer them to the best of our ability. We'll help you to not make the same mistakes oftentimes we did early on. And RJ talked about these title ranks. Well, we've not been at this for years. We started about 3 months ago. John Pretto got in a little earlier than we did, mid-March. RJ and I actually kind of got underway in April. So we're very, very early on. We're seeing titles being broken already. People are making significant income. And I'm not talking about a few $100s. I'm talking about significant income on a weekly basis. And the U.S. is just now legally and officially open. So we look for huge, huge numbers and big, big things within this industry this year. So, gentlemen, thank you again. I appreciate you joining us. I don't see any questions in the chat room, John, to field at this point in time.
Ray Fulmer's asking about virtual coins. There's a difference between virtual currency, digital currency, and cryptocurrencies. Most digital currencies and virtual currencies are not finite in nature. So like those Linden dollars, those weren't finite. And so if you're looking at a digital currency or a virtual currency, find out if it's a cryptocurrency. Number one, the reason why they call it crypto is because this thing called the blockchain. That's the cryptology part of the cryptocurrency. But more important, is it finite in nature? And that's a huge difference between the two. Ray's asking about those coins and those mining tokens. We have the ability to buy and sell those on the open exchange. So I hope that answers your question, Ray. And so, like, I just wanted to add one thing here. I am an technologist, live in Boulder City, which is about 20 miles south of Las Vegas. And I was working. I do internet web design, internet marketing, and that business is time for dollars. So, I felt like an auto mechanic. I hope there's no auto mechanics, but I would sit here and work and build websites, and I would feel like, well, I got one-time payment, and there's no residuals. I don't like those web guys that charge a maintenance fee because I think that's BS. So I don't charge those, but I didn't have a residual type of income, and I certainly didn't have anything that I was able to leverage my time on. And fortunately for me, I found this business back in March, and in less than 3 months, I was able to replace my six-figure income as a job, and that gives me the opportunity to stay home, take care of my elderly father who's got dementia, who I'm surprised hasn't walked by into my broadcasting room while I'm here. So I'm happy to hang out with my pops here and take care of my pops, all because of Onecoin gives me the opportunity to work from home and do this business. So I just wanted to add that little footnote.
John, thank you. Gentlemen, thank you. We'll wrap up the broadcast, and we will see you back here Thursday, same time for the presentation, Tuesday evenings for the training seminar. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.